Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 everyone. It's Melanie, and welcome to Living Luxuriously for Less here on Amazon Live. And tonight we're going to be talking about some of my most favorite and stunning Luxe for Less wedding centerpieces that we're going to be putting together. So, Robinstein, welcome. Thank you so much for following. Hi, Vita. Hi, Wanda. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all know Thursday I'm going to be announcing the winner for the person who has attended the most lives and that logged in and said hello first and all that. So I'm going to be announcing a winner and a runner up. So you guys, hey Portia, we miss you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness, you guys are coming on in tonight. I have some great things in store. As you can see, I also have some new things in store. So I think you guys are going to be super duper excited about all that we are going to be covering on tonight. Excuse me. So with that being said, you guys come on in, say hello, let me know who you are, where you're joining us from, and we will go from there. Come on in, you guys, say hello. Hey Linda, how are you? So you guys, let's get those likes up because y'all know I'm going to come with the fire tonight. All right? I'm getting my screen set up. There we go. So I can see you all, so y'all can see me. Yes. Okay. So we're going to get started tonight. We're going to talk about Luxe for Less wedding centerpieces and some that have been extremely popular. And Linda, welcome. Summer, welcome. Wanda, Linda J, Portia, Robinstein, Michelle, y'all, Vita, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. And so as everybody comes in, I want you guys to make them feel welcome as well. And we're going to get started with the centerpieces. So this first centerpiece is the two-piece crystal flower stand. As you guys know that this one is the rectangular centerpiece. It can come in several different sizes. It also comes in different heights. So whenever you're choosing this one, Yolanda, you want to make sure that you're paying close attention to the height and the size. Some of them are taller than others, so I just wanted to point that out. And so I started, for our YouTube friends, I started putting this together on YouTube. So I did the base of it on YouTube. You guys definitely want to go over to check it out. And I also started putting the crystals on the front. But what we're going to do is we're going to start working on the sides. Now, one thing I will point out about these crystals, I put the box together first and then I put all of this together. But one thing I want to point out about the crystals for the box, some of them are acrylic and some of them are glass. Now when I ordered this one, for whatever reason, I chose glass, and this is the difference between the two. So I typically like to choose the acrylic because you don't have to worry about it breaking or cracking, especially when you're transporting it a lot, Yolanda. And so when you tap on these, when you look at the crystals, make sure it says acrylic. When you're looking at the about items, you want to make sure that it reads acrylic and not glass, okay? And you can also do glass if you want that higher end look. Definitely go with the glass, but this one, these are crystal glass bars, and so that gives you that really high end look. So I do want to point that out for you all, okay? I did want to share that because I did not want it to catch you all by surprise. Hi, Raquel. Any questions on that? And you do get two of them for $105, or you can get one for the $69.99. But you want to make sure that you're reading the actual materials. And I do have both these stands in the acrylic and in the glass. The one that I am showing, I want to say it's the 35.4 inch one. The first one. Hi, Amazon customer. So I wanted to point that out. Another thing is the way that you assemble these is a little bit different from the way that you assemble everything else. So whenever you are assembling, you want to get all of your pieces kind of like a platter like this. Lay all your like pieces together, and then you want to just kind of go that way. Thank you for following Divine Wedding Creations and Planning. So you want to make sure you go and just assemble it all that way. Okay. All right. So the first thing you want to do is go through the square piece. And this is a little butterfly piece that looks like this. You want to go through the square, and then you want to go through the rectangle. So this is going to probably take, if you do this by yourself, after you figure out how it goes, it's going to probably take you about 15 minutes to assemble one. Okay? And then you just want to make sure that when you're putting the box together, that the holes are at the top pointing towards the bottom. And you want to clasp it in really tight. And that is very important with these crystals, Robin and Sophia, because guess what? These can fall off. And so you want to make sure that you're putting those in really, really tight. All right? And we're going to put this together. So the first thing I'm going to do, let me see if I can, let me push this over. Can you guys see this? Let me know. I want you guys to be able to see in my little plate. Say yes if you can see. Can you guys see? So you want to put that first. And you want to clamp the bottom. And then this is a great project that you can work on. See, this one's kind of cracked on the side. And sometimes, a lot of times they send extra. And so this is a good project. I had 2 of them. Okay, perfect. So sometimes they send extra. And you can just clamp it on the side. And I like to do enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I only need to do 5 for this side. So we're going to get those together. And this is great to do with someone. And I'm going to tell you, I think it's faster to build it from the bottom. Let's just test out that theory. Okay. So that's 2. So I'm going to start with the long crystal pennant. I'm going to put the butterfly hook in, fold it back, start with, and then the silver square one, fold it back, and then another butterfly at the top to be able to clamp that to the actual. Okay. And I had to get it on gold so you guys could see. And of course this, I think this one comes in gold and silver. So if it's not linked in silver, just click on like find similar and you should see them at the bottom. But you guys see I'm starting with the long one. Butterfly clamp. Square butterfly clamp. Top butterfly. And we're going to go ahead and just do enough to do both sides, and then we can finish the back. Bottom, top, bottom. And you can also buy the extra butterfly clamp pieces here on Amazon. And you can also buy the crystal pieces too. Butterfly, clamp, square, butterfly. Okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and attach these at the top. Any questions? So we're going through here and we're going to attach it. Go through the top. And you can wear gloves doing this if you want to just really keep the fingerprints out of everything. Wear gloves. And that is it for the side. That's all the pieces for that side. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 6. So we're going to put together 6. 1, 2. We need 4 more pieces for the other side. Any questions, you guys? And you can get 1 or 2. If you want to do one of these, you could do it like on a food table or a guest sign-in table. I really like these right here on a estate table. I think they're gorgeous for an estate table or a rectangular style table. I absolutely love them for that purpose. You want to make sure you're paying attention to the shipping, the material, all the above. Any questions? So if you were to add this to your inventory, would you add 1 piece or 2 pieces? Let me know down in the chat. 1 or 2. Just type the number 1 or the number 2. Trisha said 2. Wanda said 2. Shakita said, does it come in silver? So tap on it, Shakita, and look at additional options. I've seen it in silver. I'm not sure if these particular vendors carry it in silver though. But just scroll down and just type in crystal wedding. Well, let me just try this. Robin said 4. Okay, so I don't see it on here. This comes as early as Friday, y'all. I only see it on here in gold, but I do know they have them in silver. I found some more for $16.99. Let me look at the shipping. So it has Prime on it. I mean, 67. Add to list. I'll add it in for y'all. I'm still looking for silver though. Sophia said 2. Hey, Trisha. Trisha 2, Wanda 2, Portia 2, Yolanda 2, Robin 4, Sophia 2. Yes. Okay. You want to make sure that a 35.4, you want that for the shipping. So I'm going to go to the other side, and we're going to put these crystals in on the other side. And then we'll turn it one more time and finish it off. It's an absolutely gorgeous centerpiece though. Okay, so we're going to turn this one. And we have a few more to fill in. And you want to make sure that that butterfly is closed really well. Okay? Hey, Rosalind, how are you? Izetta said 2. Vita said 2. Okay. I'm going to add the one that I found for 67, y'all. It's the same height and everything. And it comes Friday. Okay? So now on this side we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So there are 25 crystals on each side. So that's a total of like 50 crystals on the sides, and then 6 on the opposite side. So 50 times 12 is what? 62? 50 plus 12, not times 12. I know y'all are like, oh my gosh, Melanie. So we're almost done with those. So we have 23 more to put on. And this kind of gives you all a good indicator. But you want to make sure, you see how well that butterfly is hooked on the back? That's how tight you want to have that butterfly. Okay? Because what will happen is that if it's not on well, you will come into issues with it falling off. And you don't want these to fall. They're absolutely stunning. I will tell you, like, when you set up an event, you could definitely, you know, the glass gives off a different sparkle or shine or whatever you want to call it. You can see that with the glass. They are so pretty, Amazon customer. Very delicate, so I would definitely wrap it with bubble wrap and everything if you're traveling with it. But they are gorgeous. Now, while we're finishing this up, you guys have you seen the Michael Jackson movie? If so, let me know your thoughts. What would you give it? An 8 out of 10? 10 out of 10? 7 out of 10? And if not, do you plan on going to see it? Aren't they beautiful, Rosalind? You get you a good movie, good playlist. I like to turn on ALEXA and tell it to play like coffee music or jazz music or Christian worship music or, you know, old school. And I'll knock something like this out in no time. You loved it, Michelle? Okay, awesome. Hi, Mona Chica. You're going this Saturday. Awesome. My husband went Sunday with his brother, and they loved it. Hi, Nia. Izetta said she's going to see it Friday. Hi, Missy. You going this weekend? Okay. My husband gave it an 8 out of 10. So for those that have seen it, what would your score be? I did think it was neat that his nephew got to play the role of him. A 9? Okay. Why didn't you give it a 10? Was it the storyline? A lot. Now, my husband said the acting was exceptional, but he just felt like the storyline could have used a little help. 8 out of 10? That's what my husband said, Michelle. And he said just because he felt like the storyline could have used a little help. But, you know, a lot of the family didn't want to be mentioned or participate in the movie. And makes it hard to tell the story. And one of the other things my husband mentioned was that the Wiz, like, they didn't really hit on the Wiz. Which is one of his breakout roles, you know? Oh, it's supposed to be a second part. Okay. I might go see it. I'm not a moviegoer because most of the time when I'm in the movies, I fall asleep. It has to really catch my attention in the first 3 minutes. That's all it has. I think so too, Shakita. Nine out of 10. Yeah. I think a lot of that reason, C Fox, is because of like the legal part of it. But what do I know? So we're almost done with our crystals. I want you guys to see the completed look. But if you want to see the entire assembly, I have done... I've done the whole thing on YouTube. So all my YouTube peeps, go to my previous live and you will see you'll see what I did previously. Yes, it is, Maggie. Your best friend gave it a 10 out of 10, Corinne's. Awesome. Hi, Ritzy Ritz Beauty. Hi, Audrey, Tabitha. So it's hard for me to see your comments unless I go into that screen. So if you all would like to shop and chat, I'll be going back and forth. I'm going to pin this though. But yes, I'm live. Missy says she also falls asleep after it starts. But after we end the video tonight, y'all go check out the way I put the whole thing together. You're going to love it. I have been on the fence about getting one of these. But I went on and got off the fence. Is it the brilliance in the glass that shines more than the acrylic? It's a word that I'm looking for. I know the word, but it's not coming to mind right now. We're almost done with this, you guys. And we'll be ready to move on to some of the other pieces. This one was new, so I wanted to kind of share some tips and tricks in real time in terms of how to assemble. Thank you, Missy. I think some of my best sleep has been, and see, I put all of them on this tray, y'all. So get you like a bowl or a tray of something of that nature to attach it to. Let me see. I'm gonna try to sit it up here. See if that'll make it faster. And the key thing is making sure that you're clasping that butterfly completely in the back. That's what you want to make sure. Okay? I think that's the word out. You know, the brilliance, like the way it shines, the sparkle. That's what I'm thinking about. May not be the best word, but that's the word I'm thinking of. Oh, back to the Michael Jackson movie. Now, one of the things I thought was interesting, I'm not trying to spoil anything for anybody, but one of the things that I thought was interesting was, you know, that song, You Want to Be Starting Something, when he says, you're a vegetable, I hate you, you're a vegetable. I didn't know that was because he had an aversion. Some people say because he had an aversion for like vegetables or whatever. And then they also say that it was about his sister LaToya beefing with his sister-in-law, the one that had children by two different brothers. So for those of you guys who are more like Michael Jackson scholars, y'all let me know in the chat if that's like legit or if that's cap. Let me know in the chat. It is so pretty, y'all. What do y'all think? I'm going to do one with the crystal just so you guys could see the difference. And I'm not going to tell you which one it is. Thank you, Portia. Trisha said, beautiful, just ordered a set. Okay, I'm going to put these up. And I want you guys to tell me which one is the plastic and which one is the glass. I put them by each other. Okay. So which one is plastic and which one is glass? What's a lot, Candy? Hi, Audrey. Yes, I'm doing so much better tonight. Thank you. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you? Can you see the difference? I really can't. And I put them up there. And to my natural eye, there's only one thing that's showing the difference between the plastic and the glass. But I tell you what, like literally in a room, it sparkles differently. And let me show you up close. This one right here is plastic. And the only reason I know is because it has holes in the bottom. That's it. Isn't that beautiful? I think they're beautiful on an estate table, Candy. They're beautiful on a food table. Anything rectangular. You know what I mean? And it's hard to find centerpieces that are built for rectangular tables. So a king's or captain, a state table. I love it. Food table, welcome table, gift table. So many different places you can put this. They are gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. So they have it in the 2-piece and 1-piece. And then we're going to move to our next one, which is a 5-tier wedding centerpiece. You can get this one in silver or you can get it in gold. So I'm going to move this one out of the way. And we're going to go in with the next one that you can get in the silver or the gold. But I'm going to showcase it in the silver. And we put these together before. And I'll show you guys a quick. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys this one. And again, you can get this in the silver or you can get this in the gold. Now I'm going to share my screen, and you guys be sure to, whenever I share my screen with you, be sure to say that you can see it whenever you can see it, okay? And this one's super easy to put together. Thank you for following, Cecile.
Let's assemble this beautiful 5-tier crystal centerpiece with a rounded base. And let me tell you, this one is definitely a showstopper. The key here is that you want to remember how to assemble the parts. Make sure that the holes are facing downward, and then the arrangement of the round pieces are small, medium, large, small, medium. And so the medium one should go on the top. Next, you want to pre-assemble all of your crystal pieces by putting in the hooks and making sure that they are secured, because this will speed up the process later on when you're actually adding the crystals to the centerpiece. And I put on some music and I was done in about 15 minutes or so. So once all of the crystals were done, I started to affix them to the centerpieces, and this is why it's important for your host to be facing the bottom. I also used a Lazy Susan to turn the centerpieces as I was putting the crystals on, but if you had 2 people to work with you on this one, it would be super, super simple, super quick. Just remember to form an assembly line. This is absolutely stunning. Comment showstopper for the link. Save this video and be sure to follow me for more content.
Okay, so that is the piece. When you click on it, on these, this one right here specifically, you'll see the silver one, you'll see the round base, and you'll see the square base. It comes in both silver and gold. It is super duper tall, you guys. I love this. One of my favorite pieces to use whenever I am designing for weddings and events. This is like my new favorite piece. And again, that's the it comes in both the silver and it also comes in the gold. All right. So y'all got this likes up. Let's try to hit 10,000 tonight. Y'all are doing such a good job. Are the pros and cons of the square versus the round bottom? Do you have a preference? I don't have a preference, Raquel. I have all the rest of mine are square for whatever reason. I wanted to see the difference between the square and the round in terms of, what it would do on a table. And I didn't notice any difference. So it's just your own preference. I will tell you that the round one takes up less circumference on a table. So if you wanted to try to incorporate these round ones on a square or rectangular table, you don't have to worry about it taking up so much space. It's probably like maybe 10 inches round, whereas the base on the square one is maybe like 12. So that would be my only take, my kind of like takeaway from those two. So I can double check. Definitely tap on the, okay, so yeah, let me look at the base on here. So the base on the square, like I said, is 11.81 inches. Okay. And that's that's the only difference between the two. Let me show you. It's almost 12 inches. I have 2 glass and 2 acrylic gold and 3 silver. Okay, awesome. Rosalind, why do you have 3 silver, not 4? I love even numbers when it comes. I'm just curious. Did they not? I would probably do 1 more silver. Unless you're going to put the other silver one somewhere else in the room altogether. That would work. Okay, so the base on the round one is 11 inches. So you have like maybe an inch difference in terms of space. So that's the only thing I really noticed. I noticed that the circle was smaller than the square. That's it. But it does come in both gold and silver. And it comes in a round base or a square base, but it just totally depends on you. And then the gold in this picture, it doesn't look like a really beautiful metal gold, but it is. It's a gorgeous metal gold. Okay, so that is that centerpiece. We're gonna get ready for the next one, and while we are doing this, let me know, in this particular centerpiece, are you team gold or team silver or team both? Which one do you like? Gold, silver, or both? Let me know down in the chat. Team gold, team silver, or team both? All right, so we're moving along with another gold centerpiece that I absolutely love. And this is also a newer one. I got this one because I thought this one too would be pretty on, like, you know how you want to put like a big centerpiece? Like, let's say you're using the 5-tier centerpieces that I just showed you all. But then you want to use something similar, like maybe on your head table, sweetheart table. But those are too big for those tables, right? And so what I did, all of y'all are team both. Me too. You're welcome. All y'all are team both. Yeah, I'm team both. Okay. All right. And let me tell y'all, those are it's only 20 of those left in stock. So if you guys are on here, you love event planning, and you've been looking at these, perhaps you should send these to your husband, your children, give them a little hint for what you want for Mother's Day. Okay? Now, I'm not into tattoo supply. So, Jason, I'm so sorry. I know nothing about tattoos, okay? That would be my husband. I know nothing about them. All right? So, go ahead and you can kind of, give them a little hint. There's only, let's see, 20 of the gold round base ones left in stock. The square bases, I think we're good. The silver round bases, it looks like we're good. And the silver square bases, it looks like we're good. And then you can also save up to 5% on 5 select items as well. I did not say anything about anchors, Jason. Okay. And this would be your warning. All right. So next up, I want to share. We talked about event planning. Thank you so much for following. Oh my goodness, lots of y'all. So Yosef, Kiana, Finn, Walter, Gwen, and Jason, thank you all for following. All right. So the next thing we have is this particular centerpiece. I'm going to share this with you guys in terms of how to put it together. Super duper easy to put together. And one of my new favorites, what I was saying was that if you were using this on, let's say you were using the 5-tier centerpieces, but then you also wanted something that could go with your 5-tier centerpieces, but you don't want to. Okay, let's say you want to do the 5-tier centerpieces like the ones I just showed you, but on a head table or a sweetheart table, those are too big, okay? And so I like this one because it kind of matches with those, and you can use them on like the corners of your sweetheart table if you're doing a rectangular sweetheart table. And that was the number one reason I sought those out. And so I hope that makes sense to you guys. These were super simple to put together. Of course, they didn't have as many crystals. And so in terms of assembly time, it was a few minutes, maybe 10 minutes or so after unboxing everything. And so I'm going to show you all how easy it was to assemble this and how beautiful it looks.
This chandelier centerpiece is absolutely stunning and so easy to put together. It came with very quick and easy to read instructions. The first thing that I did was I added all of the hooks onto it to make the process easier and faster when putting it together. It is so beautiful, perfect for weddings and events. I have 2 of these left over, although all of the sections have been filled in. The important thing to remember is to make sure to push this clamp all the way down on the back so that when you connect it to your centerpiece, they don't fall off. So I'm going to put these 2 extra ones up because you may need them later. So I was ready to put on a 3rd tier, and for this final tier, you want to make sure that the holes are facing downward, and the shortest chandeliers were going to go on the top tier. This turned out absolutely stunning. I cannot wait to use it for my next wedding or event. Comment bling.
Okay, so you see how gorgeous that is, and it pairs beautifully with that 5-tier chandelier, especially if you're looking for a chandelier that will, a centerpiece that will coordinate with your chandelier. It is an absolutely stunning piece, okay? All right, beautiful, beautiful piece. Next up are the matte black candle holders, and I think I wanted to show these again because they're great. Now graduation season is right around the corner. It is upon us, and so I wanted to bring these back because they're also a beautiful tall centerpiece, and you can put like the little graduation honeycombs and all those things with it. And y'all, also they have like the graduation set that I showed you guys last week. That set is now like $5.99 today, okay? And I got to show you that. So remind me to show you the graduation set. It is $5.99 today, but this centerpiece would pair so well with those honeycomb centerpieces and other pieces with the graduation set. Love, love, love this piece in terms of height and, flexibility. And these are like double duty type centerpieces. So this one and this one, these are double duty. These are workhorses. I would definitely go for these. And they could be used for weddings. They can be used for graduation parties and so much more. So much more. Now, the last thing I want to show you are the cherry blossom trees, y'all. I am loving this cherry blossom tree. I'm going to pull it out, but in the meantime, I'm going to show you guys how quick and easy it was to assemble. So quick, so easy, and so beautiful. And so I'm going to showcase that for you guys really quickly. Have you guys enjoyed the live tonight thus far? Have you guys enjoyed all the new things I've been bringing to y'all? Let me know in the chat. You love your Rosalind? Yes. Okay, so here's the cherry blossom tree.
This cherry blossom tree is definitely double duty decor. You can use it for your weddings. You can use it for your events. And you can also style it in and around your home. It was super easy to assemble. It came in 3 different pieces. The base piece was already inside of the pot, and the other 2 pieces were numbered. And so I assembled them according to the number that was on each tree limb. You guys, this is absolutely beautiful. It comes in various sizes and colors. Once I assembled it, I fluffed it out to give it that full look that I was going for. And I wanted to style it in a few different places to kind of see how I wanted it to be finally. So I styled it next to the bookcase. I thought it would be really cute for pictures and for content. I also styled it in the bedroom, and then I styled it in a setup for like a wedding or an event. So comment.
Okay, so you see how versatile it is. You can style it in or around your home, your office. You could use it for weddings and events. There are so many different things that you could do with this cherry blossom tree, and that's why I am loving it. It also comes in pink, and it's a little bit fuller at the top in the pink, so you guys can pull whichever one you want. This one is a little bit better priced, okay? But you can get it in the pink, the white. You can get it in so many. Oh, 10,000. Thank you all so much for 10,000 hearts. But y'all, this is so amazing. I love, love, love this piece. One of my favorite things that I've added in, and it is so versatile because you can use it in and around your home as well. Now, let me tell you guys what's coming back. Vase fillers are making a comeback, y'all. Now, you know I got these years and years ago in the pink and, the blush pink and the white ivory pearl color, right? And I've kept them all these years. I kept them all the years. You like the pink one? Okay, now I have recently added the black and white with the water beads, the gold, and it's like 400 of these. These are the no-hole pearls. And I have the blue and white. It's going to go pretty with my blue and white flowers. And then I also have the black and gold, which is going to be good for graduation. So I have a whole little situation going on here, but I wanted to share these with you all in case you wanted to, you know, start investing or adding some of the beads into your inventory. All right, so that is all for tonight. I am so excited that you guys have enjoyed this, and let me tell you, I want to know your favorite item of the night. I'm going back through. I'm going to click on it. Was it the square flower stand? If you guys liked it, tap on it. Was it the silver 5-tier stand, the 2-piece set, or the gold? Or you can also get the 2-piece in the gold. Was it these stands? I really think the 4-tier flower stand, the square flower stand, yes. Okay. These are really cute to add, like I said, on your sweetheart table at the top because they're slender enough for you to add them and they're not overly stated. Was it the acrylic, you know, flower stand? Or was it the cherry blossom trees? Or the gold vase, the vase fillers, the assortment of vase fillers. Let me know in the chat which one was your favorite. Right now, if I'm looking, I'm gonna say the graduation item. Yes, you guys. While I am finding the graduation item, y'all go in and let me know which one you like. I put a lot of thought. Also, I know I told you guys we were going to do Mother's Day. I promise you, if you go back and look at the email that I sent out, for those that are on my email list, I went live yesterday. I did Mother's Day gift ideas, and I also did a Mother's Day tablescape, and we did live flowers. So if you missed it, my apologies, but I did include it in your email. Yeah, they went off today with the graduation for $5.99. Okay, so if you scroll all the way to the end of the live stream, y'all know I shared this last week. I'm going to go grab it really quickly. But you get the banner. Oh, I can show you the video. You get the banner, the centerpieces, the signs, all of that for $5.99. Okay? And a lot of it is almost claimed. So y'all, if you're looking for this stuff for graduation, we went over it last week, but it's on sale, like sale. So grab it. Robin said the 4-tier flower stand, I will get 2 of each colors. Yes, those are beautiful. Yolanda said the flower stand. Rosalind said the flower stand. Vita said everything presented. Okay, Robinstein. Thank you all. Thank you, Azetta. Corinne said both. Liz Cleve said all were beautiful. Thank you all so much. Okay, now I want to show you guys this and then we're going to sadly come to an end. If you're looking for graduation decor, Okay, hold on. Let me. When you can see my screen, say I can see it. If you're looking for graduation decor that is beautiful and budget friendly, look no further. This kit includes everything that you need. It has the backdrop, the banners, it has the honeycomb centerpieces, awesome, balloons, swirls that will come out of the ceiling that you can use for so many different other items like centerpieces, and you can also use them for photo props for your backdrop or photo booth. I absolutely love this set. I cannot believe all of the beautiful pieces that you get for this price point.
Comment grad and I'll send you a list of all of my favorite decor pieces less than $25.
If you look, okay, so that is the entire, y'all, I just saw my husband on here. Hey baby. Okay, so that is the entire set that's currently $5.99. So if you need some graduation decor, or you know someone who has someone that is graduating, definitely let them know about this sale. You can also get a fuller kit that includes like the porch signs and all the balloons and everything for $9.59. They also have the graduation little home decor cards. They're 50% off. So now they're $3.98. And then the card box is 25% off. So, you know, we went over all these things last week, but they're on sale today. So I definitely wanted to share those that are on sale today as well. So Robin said, Melanie, I got to get more into the dramatic draping. Where should I go for this training? I'm getting clients that wants the backdrop only. So Robin, I did a tutorial on dramatic draping with my last Luxe Academy class. So maybe come back to the next Luxe Academy class. Or I've also uploaded a tutorial inside of the private YouTube group. So just reach out to me off site and then we can go from there. I definitely don't want you to have to spend like a lot of money for that training because it's not hard at all. I'll send you some tutorials that I have found for free. So just let me know. Okay? Any other questions? Well, thank you all so much for joining me on tonight. As always, it has been incredible. You are so welcome, Elizabeth. I want to just say thank you all so much for joining me. I will see you guys Thursday. So I think Thursday, I'm thinking about doing like a game night because we recently had a couples game night at our ministry. And I found like a cute little backdrop you could use. And then I wanted to talk about some of my favorite board games. And I think that would be a cute theme for like maybe a co-ed baby shower or co-ed bridal shower. Or like we did a couples game night at our ministry or with your friends or with the family. It could also be for families. So maybe we'll do game night Thursday night since we've already done Mother's Day content. I've talked about my favorite centerpieces thus far. I'm not sure. You guys let me know in the chat what you want to see and I'll be sure to bring it to you. What do y'all want to see? Let me know in the chat. Does a game night sound good? Or would you be, yeah. Okay, so game night would be a fun idea and we'll play some games together. How about that? We'll play a couple of the games together for game night. I think that's all, you guys. I'm looking around. My hubby's on here. And so I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Thank you all so much for joining again. I love you all to the moon and back. Thank you for, we're at 11.2K. Oh my gosh. Incredible. Thank you so very much for joining. I'll see you guys at the next one. Until next time, it's Melanie with Living Luxuriously for Less. Good night.